Hello, and welcome to the part 2 video for the Tangie Autoflower. You can find a link to part 1 at the bottom of the description. In this video, we'll follow this plant along her journey from early bloom to harvest. She's in a 7-gallon or 27-liter pot filled with nothing but Promix-HP. A big thank you to Spiderfarmer for sponsoring this video and making it possible. Previously, we finished the part 1 video with this autoflower's final training session. 6 days after her training, and her canopy is growing nice and evenly, with a better distance between branches. This will help to provide better light penetration and airflow around her bulking bud sites when they form. She's looking to be around the end of week 1 bloom. She will have another week of vegetative growth and stretching, then her stretch will slow down as her bud sites are established and they begin to bulk. I've always been on the fence about whether you should defoliate your plants during the 2-week transition into bloom or if you should wait and do it afterwards. I've had success doing it either way. In this case, I'll be selectively removing only a few leaves, which are acting like umbrellas and are shading the growth below. While I rummage through the canopy, I'm keeping my eye out for leaves that are overlapping or looking at me funny, while keeping in mind that I want to keep as many as possible while only removing troublemakers. You want to efficiently remove one leaf so that 2 or more leaves can benefit from the additional light penetration. Yeah, that's looking pretty good to me. Better than before. In total, I removed 10 leaves. Her soil is dry, and the Promix-HP does not contain any amended nutrients. So I measured 4 liters of dechlorinated tap water, then mixed in 4 mils of CalMag, and 4 mils of Florinova Grow, because during her next week of bloom, she'll still be developing mostly vegetative growth, and this nutrient still has a good amount of P and K in it. Six days later, and the massive cheese auto is no longer taking up all the space. I had done a bit of reorganizing in the garden, and I'd also moved the light back down to 40 inches or 100 centimeters away from the soil, to give around 600 ppfd at the soil line. The Tangie is a bit of a shorter plant, so she will need a booster seat in a few days once she's fully transitioned into bloom. For today's watering, in 5 liters of water, I'll be mixing in about 5 mils of CalMag, 5 mils of Florinova Bloom, and 5 mils of Liquid Cool Bloom. Five days later, and the bud sites on the apex of each branch are looking established. It's time to give her a booster seat to get her closer to the 1000 to 1100 ppfd zone. In around 5 liters of dechlorinated tap water, I mix in 5 mils of CalMag, about 10 mils of Florinova Bloom, and about 8 mils of Liquid Cool Bloom. 6 days later, and she's very thirsty again. The damaged yellowing leaves are likely caused by my underwatering. But with that being said, she's still bulking up very nicely. In about 6 liters of water, I mix in 10 ml of CalMag, 10 ml of Florinova Bloom, and 10 ml of liquid Cool Bloom. At this time, I had decided to switch the garden from 24/0 light schedule to 18/6. A lot of people have been asking me to, so why not? Let's see how they do. "7 days fly by way too fast, and it's clear to me that she could have used a watering 3 to 4 days ago. That's my bad. With my plants that I'll show after this Tangie plant, I've been making sure to water more frequently. Similar to the last watering, today's watering consists of 6 liters of water with 10 ml of CalMag, 10 ml of Florinova Bloom, and 10 ml of liquid Cool Bloom. I would like to thank each and every one of you for watching. Without you, my videos wouldn't be possible. Thank you so much. And a big thank you to Spiderfarmer for sponsoring this video. I'm very grateful to be working with Spiderfarmer. If I wasn't sponsored, I would still recommend them. Their products are made with high quality parts, and it's really hard to beat their customer service and policies. Keep an eye on their official websites, which you can find links for in the video description. You will frequently find products on sale, and if not, make sure to use code BASEMENT for an 8% discount at checkout. Spiderfarmer offers far more than just lighting for any size of garden. You will also find about anything you would need to build a healthy garden, from full kits to fans. Recently, they've added a deep water culture system and an automatic drip irrigation system to their inventory. Maybe I should pick one of those up to automate watering for some of my plants. Thanks again to Spiderfarmer for sponsoring this video. "5 days later, and she's a little bit too bushy. Now is a great time to thin the canopy a little bit to improve light penetration and airflow. For today's watering, she got 6 liters of dechlorinated tap water with 10 ml of CalMag, 10 ml of Florinova Bloom, and 10 ml of liquid Cool Bloom mixed in. Over the last 7 days, these buds have really put on a lot of weight. Some of the hairs across the bud are starting to turn brown. She'll probably continue to bulk for about 2 more weeks. Just like the last 2 waterings, she got 6 liters of dechlorinated tap water with 10 ml of CalMag mixed in, 10 ml of Florinova Bloom, and 10 ml of liquid Cool Bloom. The buds have made wonderful progress over the last 4 days, and more of the hairs on the buds have shifted brown. Similar to the last few waterings, today she got 6 liters of water with 10 ml of CalMag, 10 ml of Florinova Bloom, and 10 ml of liquid Cool Bloom mixed in. You'll notice that the day numbers are a little bit beyond what the time-lapse is showing. I'm sorry about that. I screwed up the frame timer on the second half of the time-lapse, and it's a little bit too late to fix it now. The day numbers in this video at the start of each day are correct. That brings us to 9 days after the last watering, which is day 87. She probably could have gone for another week or two if she was watered more frequently. Her trichomes would have been a little bit more mature, but I don't mind harvesting the occasional plant a little bit early. I also wanted to get this plant's harvest completed at the same time as the skunk growing right next to her. Three days later, and it appears that she's already been drying for a couple days. She needed water at least 3 to 6 days ago, but since she didn't get any, she just dried right out. Since the soil is this dry, I feel comfortable with just placing the plant into a dark area to finish drying. It's definitely not ideal to dry your plants under a running light. You can get away with drying over a running light, but only if it's not putting off too much heat. If bud is dried under a strong light intensity, the bud will bleach and a lot of the terpenes and THC will be degraded. Floor is just a table you can walk on. Yeah, I should probably get a trim tray. Recently, I've been dry trimming. It seems to take me about the same amount of time as wet trimming with scissors, but I like how you can just use your fingers and go against the grain, which causes the leaves to just pop right off. And the moment of truth. 136. Not bad. I feel like I've been spoiled by the Gaia Green dry amendments. Growing without them has made me really appreciate using them. I love the simplicity of just adding water. Meanwhile, you've already done the work in the past to add the nutrients into the soil or with top dressing. It is a lot less work than having to mix bottle nutrients with each watering, and I find it a lot easier to keep up with frequent waterings because of that. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to stay tuned for my future uploads. Another big thank you to Spiderfarmer for sponsoring this video. Remember to use code BASEMENT for a discount. And don't forget to subscribe to Basement Gardens.